Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I think I'm gonna do one video a week, maybe two videos this weekend. We'll see, you'll know if it's up. Anyway, I wanted to do this video as a bit of a weekly recap of things that I've read and books that I picked up for the first time this week, as well as books that I sort of hauled a little bit. I didn't really pick up much this week. I only bought one book throughout the week, and I've started reading that one book, which I'm very, very excited about. Yeah, I only really have three things to talk about, and this mysterious book that I picked up. You have to wait till a little bit later for that, though. I'm going to start with the books that I actually read this week, that I completed reading. I think before I get into that, though, I want to thank all of you who have been watching my videos recently and supporting me. It's very kind of you guys to see all those comments and people dropping likes and subscribing. It's very amazing. Thank you all so much. It's just great to hear from people that like books as much as I do, and hopefully we can keep growing and see more people come and join us. So yeah, I think I'll just get into my recap. Alright, am I in focus? Alright, so this week I read a total of 3 books, and I started a 4th one, but there's no chance I'm finishing that by the end of this week. But the first book that I finished reading this week, I started it at the end of last week and managed to finish it really, really early on in this week. And that is Sycamore Row by John Grisham. If you don't know, I read a book called A Time to Kill by John Grisham at the end of last year. I've mentioned it a lot of times in a lot of other videos of mine that I've made since the start of the year. And Sycamore Row is a bit of a sequel to that. It has Jake Brigance, the lead protagonist of A Time to Kill, coming back and dealing with another high-profile case. I am very happy with this book. I will say it wasn't quite as exciting as A Time to Kill. It wasn't quite as engaging or interesting, but it still didn't disappoint. It was still very good, and I think if you enjoy John Grisham's writing, if you enjoy legal thrillers, this book definitely is worth reading. Definitely has the curse of being a sequel, and yeah, that's all I can really talk about this book without spoiling it. If you want to see a spoiler inclusive video, which I don't feel like is going to be something you guys really want, but if you do want to see me go in depth about this book or any other books that you've seen that I've read, definitely let me know, because I would be open to that. Alright, so the second book that I managed to get through this week, I read this book in a total of 2 days. I was pleasantly surprised, but at the same time I was actually slightly disappointed with this book. I went into it expecting to really, really love it, and sort of left it being a bit I think it was just good. If you are interested in reading it, definitely give it a shot. There is some beautiful prose in this book, and that piece of literature is Where the Crawdads Sing. Where the Crawdads Sing was a book that I was very keen to read. I did watch the film before reading it, which probably impacted my experience a little bit, but I felt like I wanted to read this book because the film didn't feel like it quite did the story justice, in my opinion. And that's coming from someone that had never read the book. So I went, let me read it, I'll see what I think, and if my thoughts justified, then I guess I was right. But going into this, I was very surprised by how amazing the writing is for about, I'd say 70% of the book. In my opinion, the ending of the book, well, not like the ending, but the last maybe 60 pages sort of dropped in detail and depth and how well I could visualize the scene. Delia Owens is a great author, and I'm keen to see her do more, but I don't know, something about this book just didn't quite work for me. I did love most of it, but as I said, that last maybe 30% of the book just wasn't it. It didn't really work. Anyway, I'm going to stop ripping on Where the Crawdads Sing, because I did enjoy it, and I recommend, if you like books similar to this, to definitely pick it up and give it a shot. See what you think of it. I would like to hear your thoughts on Where the Crawdads Sing down below. The next book that I've got here that I finished this week was such a good book. It was such a pleasant surprise. I don't know, for some reason, seeing this book everywhere, I was kind of scared to read it. I kind of thought it would just be a bit poor and not something that I was interested in reading. And then I bought it in one of my recent hauls, and I was like, let me give this a shot and we'll see what it's like. And that book is Cujo. Now, Cujo was one of those Stephen King books where I looked at it for a very long time and was always like, is it going to be worth me picking that up and reading it? And then I picked it up. I opened the first page. I sat there for 4 hours and read 160 pages and was like, what is this? And I don't know, something about this book was just so gripping and amazing, and Stephen King's prose are just so easy to read. There was something about how fast I could get through this book. It was just adrenaline pumping, fast action, very thrilling read. And oh my god, if you're interested in reading Stephen King and want to find a book that so perfectly captures what a Stephen King book is, Cujo's one for you to pick up, I think. I did finish this in 2 days, I believe. I'm very proud of that. I was very happy with this read. This book was just amazing. I'll stop gushing on it now. I want to get into what I'm currently reading. Alright, so this book is one that I think you guys will be so keen to see that I'm reading. I know that a lot of people have read this book and really enjoyed it, and I can't say that I'm not enjoying this book. It is so great. I picked it up this week actually. I picked it up this week. You guys haven't seen that I picked it up, but the book that I picked up this week, it was the only book I hold, and that is The Stand by Stephen King. And oh my god, I am loving this book. I am 161 pages in there. I was reading it just before recording this video and went, I need to put this book down, record this video, and tell you guys how much I am loving this book. I don't know, there's something about The Stand. It's so perfectly Stephen King. There's a lot about Stephen King that I feel like I love. His style of writing is just so easy to read, but feels so, I don't know, there's something about it. And he's got such a great sense of humor, which I've noticed in this book is quite prevalent. There is a lot of his little quips and jokes and stuff spread out through the book. And I think that if you're someone that's interested in a long read or something that they can commit to for a long time, The Stand is one of those books. Now, I say that I'll probably be finished this book in the next week and a half, maybe. But anyway, yeah, that's all from me. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm reading The Stand. That's the real reason I wanted to record this video. It's so good. Anyway, that's all I really have for you guys in this video today. Hopefully, you enjoyed. I hope that you've been reading a lot of cool books. I want to hear from you guys down below. Tell me what books you've been reading, if you have any recommendations for me. And yeah, I'm just kind of, just sort of interested in hearing about books that I should be reading as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, see ya. Peace. Oh.